Hi everyone, it's Anna here. In today's video, there is going to be a lot of me talking and not so much of me doing any macrame. And the reason for that is that for the past couple weeks, maybe a month, 6 weeks, I've been feeling very stuck with my creativity for macrame and my desire and mood to do any macrame. And I was thinking that maybe I could talk about it because there might be some of you that are going through a similar thing, being kind of stuck with your creative mindset, with your creativity, and maybe this could help you. Or if you've gone through it in the past, maybe you have some advice for everybody else who's watching. So that's why I thought let's just chat about it. And I guess being stuck creatively could mean lots of different things to lots of different people. What it is for me is that it's not that I don't have ideas. I have plenty of those saved from weeks and months and years of doing this. So I definitely have a lot of ideas of what kind of macrame projects and YouTube videos I want to do in the future. It's just that for me, I didn't feel like I just want to get it started. I even started working on a new project for Creative Fabrica, and I'm halfway done for the last 4 weeks, and I haven't touched it since. And that's something very strange for me because as soon as I have a project started, I really want to finish it, and I usually finish everything within a week or two. So something like this is something very unusual for me, and so this is what I mean when I say that I'm stuck creatively. I'm not in the mood to do any macrame or YouTube videos. It's because for me it's both. Doing a macrame project means I am filming a YouTube video, and so that's two types of creativity, right? The filmmaking and the macrame itself. And so I thought maybe I could share what I think has gotten me into this state, what kind of reasons I think there were that caused it, and then what I am doing to get through it. So for the reasons, I think it has been multiple things, starting with things that are relatively easy, or maybe I think small in impact, things like I've been sick for a couple days with a flu or whatever that was. Maybe the weather even, because here in the Czech Republic the last few weeks we've been going into spring, which is usually a time of the year that I love, but it certainly is tiring because one day it might be really warm and you're already just wearing a t-shirt or just a sweatshirt outside, and then the next day it gets below freezing again, and it even started snowing again. So it's just this kind of back and forth and very big changes every day that might not just be working out very well for me. But I think like the two main things that I think has brought this state are stress and maybe some sort of tiredness from all of this. So the stress has been caused, I think, again, by multiple things. It was probably my job as well. For those of you that don't know, I do have a 9-to-5 job that has nothing to do with macrame, and that has been quite intense lately. So it's probably that the macrame exhibition, even though maybe didn't look like it in my previous video, but that has been quite stressful to put together for me as well, which, by the way, hasn't started yet. It is supposed to start in a couple of days, and I will definitely give you an update because there were so many of you that were so interested in it. So that's coming up in a few weeks or months. And there have been some other things going on in my life as well that have been a little bit stressful lately. So I think that was a big thing. And then the tiredness, I think, because I have been doing macrame and macrame on YouTube through the tutorials and everything for the last year and a half, I want to say, quite again, intensively, maybe I just needed a break. Maybe I just needed to, let it go for a while and just take a little vacation from it. And again, it's not just macrame. It's the macrame, it's the filming, it's the editing of the videos, it's the, interaction with the community, which I still absolutely love. But it is just a lot of work and a lot of thinking that goes into all of this. And so I guess if you add all those things up, it's not surprising that I was not in the mood in the last couple weeks. And in the first week or two, it was fine. I just felt like, well, I'm just going to take a break for a week or two, and then it will come back and I'll get back into it. But then when it lasted longer, I started getting a little bit worried, maybe, and I still am. I mean, I still haven't started anything new, and I started thinking about, okay, what do I need to do to get back in the game? And I think the first answer I got to was, let's just try doing some other things that I know I love doing. So I went back and played some of my favorite video games. I also went back to this book and read this beast again. It is a fantasy book, and I'm sure those of you that are into fantasy know exactly what this is about. And I also went on a few really nice hikes with Mila. I do love hiking in the Czech mountains and forests, and just yesterday, I went to a hike in one of my favorite places that's still very close to our house. And I actually shot a few clips so that I could share those with you as well. It was an absolutely lovely spring walk. I hope you can hear all the birds singing in the background. And Mila loved it too. She took many spring baths along the way. And the reason why I love this hike and forest in particular is because it has such a magical feeling to it. And I always feel like there must be some forest spirits living in these trees. I mean, look at them. They are the perfect trees from a fairy tale land. And that moss, it came in so many different colors and shapes and sizes. And in some parts of the hike, it was completely covering the tracks. So it was really comfortable to walk on as well. You can see that spring here is definitely in full bloom with these beautiful flowers right on the side of our track. And towards the end of the hike, we were also rewarded with some beautiful views of the distant hills and forests that were surrounding us. And so that was just amazing. I feel like it recharged me so much yesterday. Today, the weather is a lot worse. It's just been raining the whole day, but still, I'm feeling the energy from yesterday. So I really hope that that's going to help me to keep going. There is one other kind of thought that I had that I could try, and that is to be creative in different ways. So not being creative with macrame, but just picking up some other hobbies or some other activities that require my creativity. I do have, you might remember seeing me doing a sketch with some Inktense pencils for one of my macrame projects. I thought of doing that, although I haven't done it yet, but I really, really want to. So I do hope that I will get to it eventually. I've also been doing a lot of singing out loud in the car, but I do not have any clips of that, and I will not be sharing that. But still, I do think that that is a creative outlet that helps as well. It also might be cooking for me. I do like trying new recipes, or every once in a while just bake something, things like that. So that has also been helping. I haven't done much in this regard, but I do think that it would help if I just got a break from macrame and just did something else that does still require some of that creativity to sort of like wake up the creative brain, and then it can transition maybe from that one thing back to macrame again. Even though I haven't done those creative things, I do feel so much better. I do feel like all the things that I have done have really helped. And maybe it really was just about taking that break. And that was all I really needed, to just put it down for a while, let myself recharge, and then I will be able to pick it up again. But I definitely feel excited again thinking about my next project, which I know exactly what it will be. Bobini have been kind enough and sent me some of their cords again, their spring collection. I'll give you a little sneak peek of those colors. And I know the exact project that I want to make with this. It will be a chandelier, so that's what you can look forward to in my next tutorial. And that was really all that I wanted to share with you in the video today. I do hope that it helped. Please let me know down in the comments. Have you ever felt like this before? Are you going through that now? If yes, how did you manage? How did you get through it? Do you have any other tips that you might want to give me or anybody else watching who's interested in this? I would really love to read your comments, read through your experiences, because I think it very often helps to know that you're not alone in situations like this. It's not like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm going through some major crisis or something, but it definitely has been a new experience in this whole macrame YouTube journey for me. So it has been a little bit difficult for me to deal with it. I do hope that I'm rather past it now, but still, you never know when that will come back. Maybe it will happen to me again in a couple weeks or months, and I'll need a little bit more to get through it. So please do share your thoughts on the topic. I will really like to read through all of your comments. And so that is really it for today. Like I said, I'm already really excited about that new project, so I can't wait to get started, and I will see you guys soon again. Bye.